Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Versus Pachuca Georgia. And we'll be here right as we do the national anthem, after the national anthem. Everyone to UPSL Georgia Division I soccer for the spring 2023 season. Week 5, we have UMA FC hosting Pachuca Georgia. A battle of two top teams in the division here. First place UMA with 12 points with a perfect record, 4-0-0, versus Pachuca Georgia currently in third place at 2-1-1 with 9 points. And UMFA FC kind of, I'll just say it, they've been kind of running roughshod over the Division I so far, scoring 27 goals and only conceding 3. So they've been having quite a showing so far here, and we're at the midpoint of the season here. But looking forward to a good matchup today. Pachuca Georgia is going to give them a test today, I'm sure. They're sitting in third place and looking to move up. And of course, UMAFC, they're led by their Golden Boot leader right now. One Tony Kim with 11 goals here at the midway point of this season. So look for him as well as other stars for UMA. Ian Burnett with 4 goals and Jake Hahn with 4 goals. And not to mention Jinwoo Khan with 4 goals as well. But we're about to get ready underway here, folks. We got Pachuca Georgia going to be kicking off here. They're in the red and blue. They're going to be going from right to left on your screen. And the home team, UMAFC, will be in their light blue jerseys today and white. And they'll go from left to right here on your screen. I know UMA would like to thank their main sponsors here at Taisan Construction, as well as their other sponsors, Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, Jackson, and LaGrange Toyota. Everyone loves LaGrange Toyota. We're underway now. And no pressure so far with UMA. Now they start to play a little bit here, and Pachuca here just working the ball around, trying to get a feel for things here early. Just underway here, UPSL Georgia Division I soccer action. Pachuca Georgia, they're a young club. They just formed in December 2022, but they're already able to match. There's a long ball attempt headed back forward by UMA. But as I said, Pachuca Georgia established December 2022, but they already have a couple, 2 teams academy level, S1 reserves team, and the Division I team that you're seeing playing today. There's another long ball in, and that's corralled by Ethan Jew, the goalkeeper for UMA FC. And Pachuca Georgia, they're led by the coach Ricardo Montoya, a very experienced coach in the pro ranks with NASL, USL, MPSL, and US Open Cup. He's coached at the pro level and national team level in Central America as well. So a lot of experience leading these young men today here for Pachuca Georgia. There's a throw in here by Pachuca. And cleared way out here by UMA. Another quick throw. And now ball goes into Pachuca's half of the field here. It's going to go out. Throw in here for the home team. So as I said, they've been used to scoring a lot of goals here in their inaugural season here in the UPSL Division I. And they keep this up, they'll will move up to the Premier Division, as did Dalton United last season. And Dalton United certainly proving that they belong in the Premier Division. They are off to a really good start. Throw in by UMA. In the middle, shot wide of the goal here. Not a very hard shot, but still wide of the net. There'll be a goal kick here for Pachuca Georgia. All right. So Pachuca trying to work up here the left side now. Crossing midfield. And knocked out of bounds here. Throw in here by Pachuca. So thrown by Pachuca, drawn back here. They'll reset, work it over, cross over the left wing again. And deflected off a UMA player, and again, we'll have another throw for the visitors. So in the early stages, only approaching the 4th minute. Teams are in the feeling out stage here. I think it's fairly safe to say that these teams haven't faced each other before. Now here's a chance here on the left side. Moving into the defensive third is Pachuca, and play is broken up nicely by the defense, but not out. There's going to be a high clear that is going to go out now on UMA. So once again, we'll have another throw here for the visitors. All right, moving down here is the left wing is Pachuca. And trying to drop it off and try to save it was the Pachuca forward, the attacker, but not able to. It's going to be a goal kick for UMA. So Ethan Ju, goalkeeper for UMA, will go ahead and send this one long. Directs traffic a little bit. So UMA, quite a story that they have. They have quite a following here with the local Korean community as well as abroad too. Home country follows them quite extensively as well. A lot of interest in this club, and rightly so. They've been tearing it up so far in Division One. Now they're moving in. It's number 8, Eric Jones. Losing it though, and we get our first whistle here. Foul on the home team. Free kick for Pachuca. Now UMA is starting to bring the pressure now. A Pachuca player shielding the ball nicely from the UMA defender. But Pachuca once again needs to retreat. So I'm sure Pachuca is well aware of how well UMA has been doing this season. Looks like right now they're content to be patient, wait for their spots here. And been trying the long ball for a few times now. That seems to be their method of attack so far. Pachuca, they've been controlling possession here early for the most part. Again, another big clear by UMA. Quick throw in by Pachuca. Oh, he had his man on breaking free on the left wing, but then elected not to get it over to him. UMA now starting to swarm to the ball a little bit more here, putting pressure on. Yeah, Pachuca trying to work down that left side again. He's going to try and maneuver around. Nice play there by the UMA defense. And there's a shot on goal, or cross rather. Not able to get ahead on this. Pachuca over on the right side now. Another cross in here into the middle. Left it a little too far from him, but he's got it back. But he's having to fight off two defenders here. And finally, ball's going to go out on UMA. We're going to have another throw in here for Pachuca. There's a foul there. So we're going to have a free kick that's almost going to be a corner here for Pachuca. So Pachuca starting to put some pressure on here early. So this might be the biggest test so far that UMA has seen. All right, so now here comes the free kick, which is practically, off for all intents and purposes, a corner. There's a cross in and in the goal. So Pachuca Georgia strikes first and strikes early. Right around the ninth minute here. My apologies, folks. That was UMA FC who scored all this time. So forget everything I said earlier and just switch it around. UMA FC with the goal here. We had the jersey mixed up, folks. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. It's actually UMA in the red and blue, and Pachuca in the light blue. So it is UMA FC continuing their strong starts here. Off to another fast start here. 1-0. That ball goes out on Thomas Askew there. So throw in here for Pachuca. So Pachuca trying to mount some offense of their own here and try and find an answer. All right, so UMA now working over the left side now. Coming down is Ethan Aller. He's going to send it forward. Now call back to Ethan. Shot from distance. Nice hard shot, but wide of the goal. Going to be a goal kick for Pachuca. And that goal was scored by Ethan Aller. To put UMA up 1-0 here. As we're heading into the 9th minute, going into the 12th minute now. If you just join us, ASMG presenting to you UPSL Georgia Division I Spring 2023 Soccer. UMA FC hosting Pachuca, Georgia. Pachuca now looking to see if they answer. And they don't want to get fall too far behind here. So it's UMA that's been controlling possession here for pretty much this whole half so far. Looking like the first place team that they are for sure. There's a ball that's going to go out. Going to be thrown here for UMA. Big Han does the honors there. That was Mr. Kim, the Golden Boot winner. He takes a shot, but it's going to be deflected. Going to go over the goal for a goal kick. Or actually, a corner that went off a Pachuca player. So we'll have another corner here for UMA. And right at almost the same spot where they got their first goal from the free kick they had. It's going to be left foot here. Outside in swing here. Into the box and headed into the goal again. UMA FC scores again, 2-0 here. Off what was essentially two corner kicks, two headers. And so far, that's been their bread and butter play. Here's another look, folks. Just a perfect placement. Header was right there for the taking, and he took it. Another good goal by UMA FC. 2-0 now is the score. So we'll see if Pachuca can regroup here. Coach Ricardo needs to see what he can do to get rally his troops here. Pachuca trying to penetrate here the defensive third of UMA, but just not able to. But they are going to get a throw here. And ball goes out again. So Pachuca, they're led by their forwards, Juan Carlos Monroy and Juan Duque. Both have 2 goals each. But as I said earlier, the Golden Boot leader right now is Mr. Kim, Tony Kim, with 11 goals. And quite frankly, the way things are going, if he doesn't score another goal this season, he might still end up being the Golden Boot winner. That's how much of a lead he has. But I got a feeling he's not going to stay at 11. All right, there's a long ball there by UMA, giving chase for it. The defender's able to get back and knock it out. And we're going to have a corner here, or throw in, rather. UMA going to drop it back and reset. So Pachuca, ball way too far here. Over the left side, is going to go out of play. So approaching the 16th minute here. UMA with an early lead. And Pachuca, they want to respond here before they don't want to have this match get away from them this early. Next goal is going to be crucial. And Pachuca needs to score it. They don't want to fall down 3-0. Meanwhile, here comes UMA now. Worked in the middle now. In the defensive third, takes a shot from distance. Nice diving stop by the Pachuca goalkeeper, Roberto Hernandez. Nice stop by that young man. Had to dive to his left. That was a nice hard shot for the middle, and that was definitely going to go into the goal there. 50-50 ball on the long goal kick. We're at midfield now. UMA, once again. Working to the field. Pachuca, here comes the attack for Pachuca, counterattack here. But the red shirts are back. And able to turn them away once more. You can see Ethan Aller now sends it in the middle here. And he's going to get the ball back. Nice move. Tried a shot with left foot, deflected off the defense. But UMA able to corral the ball here. As Ji-Hung Kang now. I'm going to work it back over to the right side. Looking for that middle there. There's going to be another shot from distance. Oh, that did not miss by much, folks. Hernandez, he dove to his left again. It got by him, but it just went by the goalpost on the far side. Here, take another look at it. So UMA just working that ball, finding the open man. Nice hard shot. Once again, did not miss by much. So back to live action here. Pachuca trying to work their way in and get a shot on goal here, but UMA's they've had a good time shutting them out so far, preventing them from getting too far deep in and really getting a good scoring chance. That was a chip in over to the right side. Pachuca player gives chase. Ball's going to be deflected off the defense once more. Still, we're going to throw in here. They're in the defense third now for sure. There's going to be a shot from distance. And diving to his left is the goalkeeper, Ethan Drew. Don't think that ball would have found the back of the goal, but Ethan Drew made sure of that, though. So trying to work down the right side now is UMA. Up. Pachuca player ends up on the turf and foul is given. So free kick here for Pachuca. We're approaching the 21st minute now. 2-0 for UMAFC. Off a corner and what was essentially another corner. So the set piece is working well for UMA, and two really nice header goals have given them the lead here early in this match. Pachuca now. He's got a man on the left. He can get it to him. Yeah, he's going to drop it off to the left wing here. And there's a cross. A little too far. It's going to go out of play. It's going to be a goal kick here for the home team. Yeah, goals by number 17, Ethan Aller. And we believe number 5, Ji Hong Kang. Number 5. Got that second one there for UMA. We got a whistle here. Pachuca now working their way in. There's a shot. Jew had to leap up there and outstretched hand kind of knocked that ball away a little bit. I get another whistle here. So the ball was not able to be kept in play by UMA. So Pachuca Georgia, we're going to have their first opportunity here with their first corner. Looks like it'll be another outside in, and there was a header attempt, but well out of play. There we see the prior play here. Yeah. So off Jew's hands, result in that corner, but they're going to get a goal kick now. So UMA showing a lot of patience. They like to work the ball around, wait for their spot, wait for their opportunity. And once they find it, there's a good chance they're going to find the back of the net. All right, so here we come down. Left side here. UMA, oh, nice drop in front. There's going to be a shot. Oh, could not get the shot off. Great chance there for UMA. It's not quite able to get that shot off. But it easily could be 3-0 right now. Once more, though, UMA having control and trying to break through on that left side. There's going to be a foul there. Bit of a hard foul. Referee's giving a little bit of talking to as well. But no card. play on. There's a little tug of the jersey there, but no call. Mr. Kim works it in. Nice drop-off pass. There's a shot on goal. That's going to be easily stopped by Hernandez. Looked like it would have hit the side of the goal regardless. But we'll have a goal kick here. And Mr. Hernandez for Pachuca will take it. If you're getting dangerous, he's close to being out of the box there, but 50-50 balls going up in the air. It's going to be taken by UMA. Again, you see him work that ball around. Pressured by Pachuca. They get drawn in, and then they find the open man. It's not Pachuca. There's a chip attempt over the defense, but cannot get it over the defense. Oh, there's both players wind up on the pitch there. It was a good display of sportsmanship there. So we're going to have a free kick for Pachuca, but I think it's going to be a little too far out to be really dangerous. But Pachuca nonetheless will set up a play here. Let's see what they do. Yeah, it looks like they're going to switch it up here. There's a shot in. A little back and forth here, but eventually control is going to be taken by UMA. There's a long ball attempt there. Too many blue jerseys back there. There comes Pachuca the other way. There's a nice long pass there, but we hear the whistle there. Looks like it's going to be ahead of the play there, offside. Can't see the AR if he rose his flag or not, but that's what I suspect. We're going to have looks like we're going to have a water break right now. Here in the 27th minute. It is a warm now, almost summer day here in Georgia here. Temperatures in the 80s. So certainly a water break is warranted. So we'll take this time here for Pachuca Georgia. I know that they would like to thank their sponsor, their main sponsor, RM Concrete Specialist. They do business in the Gwinnett area. They're owned by Mr. Raul Lia. RM Concrete Specialists. And also, you'll see here on your screen now, UMAFC looking for players, and they invite you to team tryouts here on May 22nd, 23rd, and May 31st and June 31st, looking for specific players born through those time frames, 2012 to 2016 and 2011 to 205. And times are at 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern at the Valley Sports Complex in Valley, Alabama. You scan the code there, get more information. So if you think you got what it takes, UMAFC, great organization. Go check them out. Try out for them. So as I said, UMAFC off to a great start this season, sitting at 4-0 in first place. Pachuca having a good season as well, third place at 2-1-1. But the story really has been how UMA, they've been scoring 27 goals they've scored so far in 4 matches. As I said, with Golden Boot leader Tony Kim leading the way with 11 goals. So they can certainly have no trouble finding the back of the net. And they're continuing that trend right now today as they came out to an early 2-0 lead. And kind of cruising here in this latter part of the first half here. So the water break is over. It looks like we're going to get back underway here. I have with me today the engineer, and he'll pipe in from comments from time to time, is Larry Weaver. Larry,
Yeah, John, this is just another amazing setup here with UMA. Just all business today. Those two straight goals right off the bat. It was a great save.
yeah, nice save by Ethan Jew there, almost point blank there. But yeah, it's UMA FC. They've been the story so far in Division One here in the spring 2023 season, haven't they, Larry?
Yes, they've been absolutely just a gem to watch in this Division One. When you talk about the goal scorers, they are the top 4 of the top 5 goal scorers are from UMA. They still have a ways to go to beat that record score from Dalton United last season with 63 goals, but I think that they're definitely on the route to get to there.
Yeah, it's definitely within reach, that's for sure. And that would be something to have two teams like that dominate the Division One. But meanwhile, here's a great chance for Pachuca. There's a shot and was saved, and the rebound goes over the goal. So that was Pachuca Georgia's best chance to get on the board here. Not able to. Ethan Jew able to turn them away.
And John, let's take a look at that again. I mean, that's one of the things you got to say is as a keeper, when you have an open space like that, you've got to be as wide as you can be. Look at how wide the keeper gets. First block, stays wide over the bar.
Good play by the goalkeeper to keep his sheet clean here. Back to live action in the 31st minute now. DJ Shin's going to throw it in here for UMA. And we're going to get a foul here. UMA player down on the pitch here, but he's okay. He's up. So we're going to get a free kick here. It's like a Jihan Cheng will take it. Oh, he's just going to drop it off here. So they like to draw it back and reset. Ball going to be well out of play by Pachuca. So Larry, the Pachuca Georgia, a real young club here, only forming in December of 2022.
Yes, and they're starting to grow into this game as you watch here. They've had a couple good chances on goal in these last, I'd say, 8 to 10 minutes. And it's almost like UMA has kind of taken their foot off the gas. I think that they're going to need to look to press a little bit harder. And you know, you don't want to say because you're up by 2, but I think that they need to get back into this game, or they're going to find themselves with a challenge here.
Yeah, I mean, UMA, they've been used to charging out into big leads, and maybe they started to relax a little bit too early this time, but Pachuca finding their legs a little bit and starting to get some chances here. And like you said, in the last 8 to 10 minutes or so, when in the first part of this half, it was just all UMA, but now UMA trying to work their way down in here. There's a cross in the middle. It's going to be a hard clear, but not out, kept in. There's a, not sure if that was going to be a cross or shot, but anyway, it's going to go out of play. So yeah, so I mean, if Larry, if Pachuca can keep it tight here,
well,
maybe get a goal here, definitely get back in this match here. I mean, like I said earlier, this next goal is going to be critical.
Yeah, it's these set pieces.
2-1's a lot different than 3-0.
Yeah, these set pieces have been the Achilles heel for Pachuca so far.
Yeah, it's been their bread and butter. That's how they got their 2 goals here, essentially, and they're going to try for third here. And oh, there's a attempt to kick there, but it's going to go way out. But yeah, but they've been working their corner kicks to perfection so far. So now, Pachuca, they'd love to score at least one here, get one back before the end of the half, and feel a little bit better about themselves and about how this half went. If they can cut this lead in half here. There's going to be a foul there. Foul from behind on number 9 there on UMA player. So once again, approaching the 35th minute here, you're watching Atlantic Soccer Media Group's presentation of UPSL Georgia Division I soccer here, spring 2023 season. My name's John Arena. Alongside me is Larry Weaver. UMA, first place UMA FC versus Pachuca Georgia, third place team here. They made the trip down to LaGrange today. Now UMA trying to get a little offense back on track here.
And I do have to say, John, if you go back and you look about 20 minutes ago, Pachuca made a substitute. They brought on number 11, and that's really seen them step up their game. They've been playing a little bit more efficiently since that substitute.
Yeah, so, yeah, Coach Monte made an adjustment here, and it's been working better for him here. But, yeah, for Pachuca, unfortunately, we do have names. We don't have numbers for them. Unfortunately, with the roster we were given. UMA on that right side now, trying to work it inside. Finds the open man. It's going to take a shot from distance way high. You see the goalkeeper Hernandez from Pachuca. See him gesture towards his teammates here. Maybe showing a little bit of frustration. You're going to take a look at that again. But again, UMA, Larry, they've been having no trouble finding the open man today.
No, and I would say that they would want that one back because he was wide open in the center of the pitch there. Clear shot on goal and just sent it high and wide.
Meanwhile, here they come again once more, but pass was intercepted by the visiting team. Starting to get late in the half here. We're approaching the 37th minute. We will get a few minutes of stoppage time for a water break, but no other significant halts in play, no injuries or anything like that. So, and a foul from behind on the team in blue. He's like, what, me? Nah. So it'll be a free kick from about 30 yards out. So we'll take a second look there at that play there. Just came right in, bumped him down. No question about that one, Larry.
That's always the case of the one that is the fouler. You never want to accept that was your fault.
All right, so let's see what UMA does here. He's going to send it long, a little too long. It's going to go over everybody's head and out of play. So big goal kick for Pachuca. So Georgia trying to find someone with that long ball, not able to, but they have the ball with midfield. Now they're breaking in. Now they got an open man on the wing. He's in the box now. He's going to try to make a pass, but there are too many red jerseys there. Able to break up that play. Yeah, Larry, he had a man coming in the middle there, but he just was not able to get the ball to him.
Again, like I said, Pachuca, they're growing into this game. They're starting to get positive play, getting into the box, just nothing to call for it right now.
So they got another opportunity here. Another corner here, their second, I believe. This is going to be, looks like a big inside-out swing here. A lot of movement there in the box. There it goes. And way too far out, spins out of harm's way. It's going to be picked, loose ball is going to be picked up by UMA. And it's going to be knocked out of play. Quick throw in by UMA. They'd like to kind of get a little bit back on track here and get one late here, Larry, and kind of really put the screws on Georgia Pachuca with a 3-goal lead. But
I think UMA is looking for the push these last 5 minutes, see if they can sneak another goal.
there's a throw into the box here, but it's going to be cleared away by the defense. And they're going to drop it back to Ethan Jew, way out of the net there to work that over to the left side. Yeah, we got a man in blue down. There'll be a foul on the home team. As we're into the 41st minute here. 2 early goals by UMA, but it's been kind of a tight match since then, Larry.
It's been very competitive on both sides of the ball right now these last 25-30 minutes.
Because with the way that the other games for UMA have gone, they've been up by several goals by this point. So Pachuca doing what they can to give the first place team a match today. Thomas AQ trying to pull that back. We're going to get a whistle now.
Yeah, right now
This
is the least amount of goals that UMA has scored so far this season. The lowest scoring match was last week when they won 5-0 over Atlanta Fire.
Yeah, it tells you how well they've been doing, folks, when 5 goals has been their least output in a match. So still Pachuca now. Trying to get one here. I'd love to cut this lead in half here before the end of the half. And they're going to get a chance here with a free kick. Here on the left side. Taking away, there's a hard shot into the box. And right at Ethan Jew, he's able to corral it, fall on the ground.
But a good shot on goal, John.
Yeah, it was a good shot on goal.
And you look at Pachuca, they're coming into this match. Last week they beat SSL 2-1. And before that, they were a 2-2 tie with Volpe. So they're coming in a positive manner.
Yeah, riding a 2-game unbeaten streak of their own. UMA is going to falls into the defender there. They fall over one another there into the third. So that's going to be a foul here, and we're going to have a free kick here, not just only a few yards outside the box here, Larry.
We got a substitute for UMA right now. Kind of surprising with how well that they've been playing. As soon as I verify who it is, I'll let you know.
So it's number 8, Eric Jones coming in.
I believe it was number 14 that he replaced.
Okay, so that'd be DJ Shin. All right, so the free kick underway. There's a shot. Oh, that hit the net, but on the outside though, close. But that was a good attempt, Larry.
You know, John,
Right
what's
up
that
in that
old
foot.
saying, horseshoes and hand grenades?
Yes.
And that one right there was just about as good as you can get. We'll take a quick look at it. You can see that he knows exactly where he's going to go. He's going to go in that top right corner and just almost gets it.
Yeah, that's about as good as attempt you can make without getting it in that top corner there. So we're getting close to the end of the half here, or we're approaching the 45th minute now. Score's been 2-0 for a while now. And UMA threatening once more here. Just not able to get around 3 defenders there now. Pachuca will break out the counterattack. He's got a man on the left wing now, but he's got 2 defenders back. UMA does. Drop it back here. But the red jerseys get back. No, they switch over to the right side. Can he get around his man? He does. Gets a shot off, but it's going to be wide of the goal. So Pachuca Georgia really trying here to get this goal here, Larry, but turned away once more by UMA.
That was a great opportunity by Pachuca. We'll take another look at it really quick. You can see here, one thing about UMA's defense, they're starting to be sucked into the play. You see that the defense move left, leaves it wide open for number 9, makes the turn, takes the shot. It's just a little bit wide.
Yep,
that easily could have been 2-1.
Yeah, defense did get drawn in a little bit there, gave that opportunity to Pachuca. We should be in stoppage time now, Larry.
I would expect us to have a little bit of stoppage time with that water break, a little hydration break.
All right, there's a long ball attempt here on the right side. There's a shot, and it's going to go in the goal! So Pachuca able to get on the board here. It's stoppage time in the first half. And they're right back in this, Larry.
Again, we'll take a look at this. This is a great transition. Moving the ball from, crossing the field left to right. He's able to one-time it, gets it right past the defender and the keeper, back of the net. 2-1. Pachuca's back in this match.
Yes, sir. Well played shot there, just inside the far post. Jew came out, but there was still a lot of space there. And there you go. I think that's the whistle. So right before the halftime whistle, Pachuca Georgia have clawed their way back in this match, only down by a goal. So UMA 2, Pachuca 1. So first half thoughts here, Larry.
It's definitely been a very, very professional match, I have to say. All business from UMA so far, and all of a sudden they kind of lowered their play down there for a little while. They allowed Pachuca to get back into this match, to fill themselves back into this match, and then they're able to steal one there late in the match. Ends up 2-1. Coming into this, they're going to have a talk with, the Pachuca coaches are going to feel good about this. They're going to come into the second half, and they're going to be ready to go.
Yeah, this is all set up for a great second half here, Larry. And UMA looks like they got their first real test of the season so far. We'll see how both teams respond when we come back, but we're going to take a short break here. You're watching ASMG action for Georgia UPSL Division I soccer. We'll be back for your second half after a short break. Week 5 UPSL Georgia Division 1 Spring 2023 action brought to you by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. My name is John Ray alongside Larry Weaver, bringing you the second half here of this Division 1 matchup. First place UMAFC hosting Pachuca Georgia. Third place Pachuca Georgia, that is. 2-1's our score. UMA scored 2 goals early in the half. Looked like they were going to roll again this week, but Pachuca coming on late, scoring in stoppage time to cut the lead in half and giving UMAFC their toughest challenge of the season so far. Larry, what do you think? What do you expect to see from these two teams in the second half?
Well, I definitely think that coach from UMA definitely told the guys, you kind of took off that second half of that first half there. Need to step it back up, need to get back on the ball, need to get aggressive, need to find that third goal and potentially fourth goal so they can push themselves far enough away from Pachuca that Pachuca doesn't find themselves into this match and the potential to get a tie or potentially even a win. So UMA needs to get back on the ball, needs to get aggressive again and see this match out.
That could potentially for a lively start to the second half here with both teams wanting to come out strong here. Pachuca want to keep the momentum going that they gained here, and UMA trying to get that momentum back. So, yeah, we're looking for a great second half here.
And like we were talking about at halftime here in the booth, it definitely seemed like with that substitute that Pachuca made, they went more into a defensive shell, almost like a 5-man defensive shell, and that really caused some troubles from UMA in that second part of that first half. We'll see what the coaching staff was able to find for them and see if they can't come out with a better result.
Yeah, they'll definitely need to find some answers here to solve the Pachuca attack that they had to deal with for that latter part of the first half here. But just a few more minutes here for waiting on the second half kickoff. Again, UMAFC, the host here, they would like to thank their sponsors, Tayson Construction, Kemp's Belton West Flooring, Jackson, and LaGrange Toyota. Everyone loves LaGrange Toyota. And Pachuca, they would like to thank their main sponsor as well, operating out of the Gwinnett area, Georgia. And that would be RM Concrete Specialists. Proud to represent Pachuca today. Well, it looks like the refs are about ready here, Larry, so we'll get this underway shortly. And again, once more, UMA FC invites you, if you think you got what it takes, come on out, try out for the team. Great organization on May 22nd, 23rd, and May 30th and June 1st at 6:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time at the Valley Sports Center in Valley, Alabama. Looking for players from 2 age groups there, as you can see on your screen. I can scan that code there and give you some more information.
And as we see the referees coming onto the field, John, one of the things that we noted when we looked at the fall season, we got a big influx of players from that Northeast region, the Dalton region, with Dalton United, North Georgia United, and now with Volpe FC coming into Division 1. And now we're seeing, in this season, we're seeing the influx of players in the Southwest region in that here with UMA and with Legends FC. So down here in the Opelika, Alabama, and the LaGrange area, we're seeing this influx of new players, and we're seeing a lot of good talent here with UMA.
Yeah, a lot of talent here. There's showing that we have good players all over the state of Georgia as well as in the region as well. So just things looking brighter and brighter for the UPSL Georgia divisions, the Academy Division, Division 1, and the Premier Division. And we're almost underway here. Pachuca going to kick it off here. They're going to go.
And one thing to note, John, 28, who's going to kick this off, is a substitute in for the second half.
All right, so number 28 is a substitute here. Don't have a name with that number, but off we go here. Second half underway. Pachuca, Georgia in the light blue, right, Larry? and UMAFC in the red.
You are correct.
Pachuca will be going from, yes, Pachuca will be going from right to left on your screen, and UMA from left to right here. And Pachuca got to be boldened a little bit with that very late goal in stoppage time. Going on the attack once more, but shielded away from the ball by UMA. The ball's going to go out, and it's going to be thrown here for Pachuca. The ball into the corner. As it kept in, it was kept in, did not go out. Nice play there by the attacker to keep that ball from going out, but it's going to be cleared by UMA at midfield. Giving chase there is Thomas Askew, and he takes the ball away, looking for help. Drops it behind Kim, too far for Kim, so he lets it go to the back line there. Now Kim gets it back, working his way back over to Thomas Askew. A ball lost there. We're back at midfield once more, but UMA regained control. So this next goal going to be real critical for either team. And UMA, they would love to get that goal back here and extend their lead back to 2. And there's a shot right near the top of the box, batted down by Hernandez. And we're going to have Hernandez going to send it long. Right at midfield. Pachuca player trying to work his way around UMA. At number 25 there, that's Samuel Cardoza. Throw in there. It's poked forward by UMA there and causing Pachuca to withdraw here. So even though Pachuca's in third place and a new team, you got to wonder if UMA was maybe perhaps taking them a little lightly, Larry.
Yeah, you want to consider that, maybe they were. It's definitely not the UMA that we've seen in these first 4 matches.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, this has definitely been their toughest test so far. They've been the prior matches they've able to win quite handily, but they're going to have to work for this one here, Larry. It looks like.
Yeah, as of right now, Pachuca Georgia is in third place with 7 points. UMA way out in front with 15.
And you got to think if Pachuca can come in here and come away with some points, either draw or win, making the trip to LaGrange against the first place team, this has got to be a real feather in their cap if they can do that, Larry.
And the team that I fear feel the most for is, if this result, potentially either changes. The next team that UMA is going to face is TCSA, and I could just imagine that they're just going to give TCA all that they have and then some. But they've got a hard road to the end. UMA, they've got to face Volpe, they've got to face SSL, FC Atlanta, who's no slouch, and then they end the season against Middle Georgia.
Yeah, so UMA, they're going to find the road a bit tougher here the rest of the way. So Pachuca trying to break out of their half of the field. There's a little push off there by the Pachuca player, and he's going to go down now. They're going to call a foul now. It's to be a free kick here right inside the line there. UMA will work around to the right side now. Cervantes. Send in the middle. Back over to the left side now. There's a long ball. Try to get in the box there, but there was no one there for UMA. But able to get control back, and they're going to drop it back. Looks like this second half looks like it's starting a little bit like it did in the first, with UMA controlling possession, working the ball around, looking for an opening.
Yeah, UMA need to find a way to get Tony into this match. Tony right now has been very quiet so far in 50 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't had to call his name much at all this match so far, but yeah, the Golden Boot leader, they need to get him involved for sure, Larry. Ball in the corner now, there's a foul there. Or they ruled it out, rather. Nope. It
Couldn't
was a
decide
foul.
what they wanted to do there. It's going
Yeah.
to be
It looked like he was going to go back in there for a throw, but no.
It was an offsides
free kick.
call, but they were trying to
Offside
do a
call.
throw.
Yeah. So Pachuca with a throw in here at midfield. Trying to work their way in. But UMA so far really not giving much of anything to Pachuca so far at the start of this second half here. We're approaching the 52nd minute here. UMA enjoying a slim 2-1 lead. I say slim because Pachuca has really been giving them all they can handle here since the last half of the first half. And now UMA trying to work that ball in the middle. They do. There's a shot attempt that's going to go wide of the goal. Kind of left the goalkeeper Hernandez kind of flat-footed there, Larry.
That's a first
I don't know if he
real.
was screened or what, but he hardly moved on that one.
Yeah, that's a first real opportunity that UMA has had here in the last 20 minutes or so. We'll take a look at that really quick. You can see one of the good things that they did was they moved down the right-hand flank, got it into central of the pitch, took the shot, and just caught the goalkeeper completely flat-footed, like you said, John.
All right, so Hernandez is going to drop it off to his defense. And Pachuca will try and dribble the ball out there at midfield now. It's a long through ball, but it just goes through everyone to Jew, the UMA goalkeeper. He gets it back. Now he's going to send it off to the right side now. So UMA trying to work on there is Mr. Kim. He's going to drop it off the right side. Long chase to get to it. A nice play to get to it. Oh, gosh. Looked like the skew had a chance there, but couldn't get a foot on it. But UMA still have it in the box there, but it's going to get cleared now, but the possession is going to stay with UMA.
Now we're starting to see some attack from UMA.
Yeah, good hustle there by the UMA player to keep that ball in and give him that attempt there, but
Yeah, they had to be careful with that challenge, Pachuca, there, because that was in the box. The defender was coming over the back of the UMA player. Looks like he took a little bit of a knock in that challenge.
yeah, so we got a player down here for Pachuca. Looks like he is hurt. Let's hope it's not too serious. Yeah, you see him motioning there, so he's setting up. That's a good sign. And we've seen some good sportsmanship on display here today, Larry.
Yeah, both teams playing very professionally, all business. No unnecessary fouls, no ticky-tack plays in any way, shape, or form. I definitely want to give a shout out to the hardest working guys out there right now. That's being those young ball boys for UMA running on both sides of the field, making sure that these guys get back into the match quickly.
Yeah, and that's something that some of these teams don't have that luxury. So the ball boys are always appreciated. All right, so UMA once more will set up here and at midfield. And we'll work their way in here down the left side. Try to give and go. Now, working in the middle there, looking for Mr. Kim. He has a shot, taking a shot, but it's going to be deflected way out of play. So it looks like, as you said, Larry, they need to feed Mr. Kim a little bit more here.
Yeah, and that ball came in a little too hot. He wasn't able to handle it. Kind of just got out of his foot. Tried to take the shot. Luckily, got a deflection. It's going to be a corner.
Yep, will be a corner here for UMA, and they've been dangerous on their corners today, Larry. There you go. Left foot in, swing there. Not able to get ahead on it this time as UMA, and looks like Pachuca's able to win a throw here.
That was a good job there by the Pachuca keeper to keep that header from happening.
Yeah, because that's how they got their 2 goals on headers here. Was UMA. Now Pachuca now looking to break out here on the counterattack here. Pass intercepted there nicely by UMA. Back into the defensive third of Pachuca. And Pachuca now with a big clear there and out of play. Going to be a throw in here for UMA. Mr. Cardozo will do the honors. Ball goes right back out, and they're going to say Pachuca now will throw in. So now, UMA now with the ball in the middle. There's a chip in there. And goal kick now for Pachuca. Approaching the 58th minute now.
UMA doing a really good job, John, these last 15 or so minutes pressing.
Yeah, they have. They kind of how the first half started, where UMA got those 2 early goals, but Pachuca so far keeping them out of the net here in this second half. That's what is certainly shaping up to be a low-scoring affair for a UMA match.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a pause there for a second, a few seconds ago, John, where the center ref had a conversation. I think it was somebody behind the goal that one of the photographers, I guess he didn't like, he was getting too close to the goal or getting, too close.
Well, yeah, I guess they can become a distraction here, and you just want to make sure that they don't really affect play in any way. All right, now Pachuca trying to work his way around a sea of red there, and does, but
yeah, he almost made his way around 3 UMA defenders.
there's a good effort there by the Pachuca attacker, but not able to get a shot off. And there's a long through attempt there. It went out of bounds, out of play. That's going to be a throw in here.
That's always our favorite thing, John. The thrower is always trying to gain as much space as he can.
Yeah.
Get an extra 10, 15 yards if he can pull it off.
You try to take every advantage you can within limits. So UMA now try to work it up the right side. Cardozo had it briefly. Is going to be sent back to Cervantes. Cervantes is going to send it over the left side now on the left wing. UMA methodically working their way in now. Trying to break into the defensive third here. They have to withdraw a little bit. A little working around the right side. And there's a cross in the box here. Out. Oh, Cardozo had it. Thought about it, then took a shot and hit the upright here, the American football.
Yeah, that one went off the American
upright.
football. We have another substitute coming in for Pachuca. Number 22 is going to be coming off for Pachuca. They've also got a second sub that's coming up, and UMA is working up a sub. I really think that UMA needs to look to change out some of that midfield. It seems like that midfield is slowing down a bit.
Yes, Larry, I agree. And meanwhile, here we had a goal kick here that went out. Throw in here for Pachuca. So both teams taking
Here
advantage of
comes
the allotment
Pachuca's
substitutions.
substitute and UMA substitute, and it's going to be a defender that's going to be coming off. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's either a right midfielder or a defender. Number 23 is who came off. Brunette.
So Burnett's off for
That would have been the
UMA. So it looks like Davis Knight's in for UMA, number 16.
and that's a four, and he's a forward, so they are looking to increase their firepower.
Yeah, looking for a little more offense, which is not. Yeah, 2 goals has not been the usual output here, offensive output for UMA. Just as you said, Larry, looking for a little more firepower here. And Pachuca is just kind of looks like they just kind of got UMA off their game today, Larry, a bit.
It comes down to that first sub that they made midway through that first half. That substitute has changed everything. I think we're going to get to see our first piece of plastic.
And we
Indeed,
do.
we do.
First yellow is going to go to Pachuca. A hard challenge there on Mr. Askew here.
But this is exactly what Pachuca did not need. This gives UMA another set piece, something that they've been doing so well this match.
And something they've been doing well all season, really, Larry.
Yeah, and that yellow,
they've been dangerous with their set pieces.
That yellow was on number 2 for Pachuca.
All right, so looks like Mr. Kim here is lining up here for this free kick here. There's several yards outside the box here on the left side, the left corner. He's directing traffic a little bit. And it goes, a nice hard shot in the goal. Oh my gosh, golazo. Golazo for Mr. Tony Kim.
And
adds to his Golden Boot leading 12th goal. What a shot, Larry.
Might as well just say a soothsayer. Did I call it that this is not what Pachuca needed? You can see
Yes, sir.
Tony, he's setting it up, takes it on his own. Lovely right foot. Nothing that the keeper could do right on the inside of the line. 3-1.
Hernandez, the goalkeeper for Pachuca, dove as far as he could for that one, just could not get to it. And that's as pretty as a goal as you'll see, folks. 3-1 now is our score here as we're approaching the 64th minute. So, Mr. Kim, their goal-scoring leader, gives this team the lift when they really needed it. They were in the doldrums for quite a bit here in this match, but now they got the 2-goal lead back again, Larry.
Just like I was talking about there at halftime, they needed to get at least another goal so that they can feel a little bit more confident they can see this match out.
And we'll see how Pachuca responds. Still looking at a situation where the next goal is critical. Pachuca, if they can respond here, they're still in the match at 3-2, but if UMA can strike again here at 4-1, you got to think that things might be well in hand for them at that point.
Well, and you see that goal comes in complete relation to that substitute. That substitute had only been on for less than 5 minutes, which led to a foul, which then led to a free kick score. It's what UMA needed. They needed a little bit of new juice into this match.
So as it can often happen, some fresh legs in there, you can get the results that you're looking for. Now here they are working their way there and back again. Able to get in the box. Oh, there's a nice. Oh, it was dropped off right near the top of the penalty area there.
And John, it should be 4-1. That should have been a goal because he was wide open. Let's look at this. You see here when they little bit of fight on that far side, he slides it, slots it right central. All he had to do was place that ball, and it was in the back of the net, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, and that was Thomas Askew, and he knew right away as soon as they left his foot, Larry. Hands to the face right as soon as he let that one go. Yeah, he knew he missed that one. So golden opportunity to get that fourth and go up 4-1 here, but they're on the attack again. So that goal has really got UMA going here. I mean, how could you not let a goal like that, get the adrenaline pumping again? So we're going to have a corner here for UMA. Looks like, can't really see the number from this far, but it looks like Mr. Kim here is going to do the honors, and why not? So the set piece has been dangerous all day. It's pretty much led to their 3 goals. Well, actually it did lead to their 3 goals. So they'll look for another one here. Into the box it goes. It's going to be batted up high in the air.
That was a good in-swinging ball from Kim.
Yeah. I said their set pieces, that's what you said all match, and spot on all match. So a foul given on Pachuca. I wonder if we can sense that UMA is going to starting to take over this match, Larry. We'll see how Pachuca responds. UMA looks like they're starting to feel themselves a little bit more, but there's a errant pass now. It's going to be picked up by Pachuca.
And look at how he
cross midfield, but only briefly here.
Takes that from him.
Yeah.
Tony is just miles above everybody else on that pitch. You can see it.
Yeah, and if you get Tony going here, watch out. It could get a lot worse for you. So approaching the 6th-8 minute, you're watching ASMG presentation, Week 5, UPSL Georgia Division I Spring 2023 Soccer. My name is John Reno alongside Larry Weaver, bringing you this third place matchup here. UMAFC hosting Pachuca, Georgia. And we've got a good one so far, folks. UMA just scoring a few minutes ago to get their 2-goal lead back, looking for more. So we talked about which team was going to respond coming back from the half, Larry, and so far it's been UMAFC.
Definitely had a good conversation with the coaching staff there at halftime. They definitely have gotten themselves back in the right, and I think you're easily going to see. I think we have a hydration break here.
Yep, that's what it looks like. So once again, we'll take this opportunity for a little bit of administrative duties here. UMAFC invite you for team tryouts for 2023-2024 seasons. And you can register by scanning the code there on your screen, looking for players from 2 age groups. And the tryouts are going to be held May 22nd, 23rd, and May 30th through the 1st at the Valley Sportsplex in Valley, Alabama from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Like I said, if you want to try out, register, come on out, and let them see what you got. And UMA, they'd also like to thank their sponsors, Tayson Construction, Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, Jackson, and LaGrange Toyota. Everyone loves LaGrange Toyota, Larry.
It is a little odd because, we are in the land of Kia. Kia Georgia is just down the way in West Point, Georgia. But definitely LaGrange Toyota is a great sponsor for UMA. We thank them for joining on. Jackson Services as well. Especially all sponsors that are able to help in this bracket, because it means so much for these teams to be able to get to the next level. These guys are trying to get their professional career started. This is where it begins. It starts in the UPSL in the Division I. you have that opportunity to be seen, then you're able to move up into the Premier Division. Then you have the potential that maybe you get moved on to the professional ranks. We just saw it with Callawy Pro Profile. They now have 4 players that have become professional. They're now playing in the Atlanta United 2 system. So everything is possible, and that's what you want. You want your guys to be able to have their dreams fulfilled to become professional players.
And they couldn't set it better, Larry. And every level of support is crucial to these teams and these players. And I know that Pachuca Georgia, new team though, they're very thankful for their sponsor, RM Concrete Specialist, operating out of Gwinnett County area in Georgia, around the Metro Atlanta area. Playback underway now after the hydration break. We'll
Number
see
20
if
came
that
in.
break can. Oh, sorry, Larry.
No,
Go
I was
ahead.
just saying number 20, Thomas Partridge, came into the match for UMA, replacing a defensive player.
All right, so Mr. Partridge in. So you do get 7 subs here, 7 substitutions allotted in the UPSL. So on a day like today, no reason to take advantage of that.
And Thomas replaced number 25, Samuel.
So Samuel Cardoza out for UMA,
So we're
replaced by number 20, Thomas Partridge.
both our left center back and our right center back have been subbed out. We still have our central center back, our first goal scorer of the day, Aller, still in there.
Yeah, and those guys are used to playing the whole match anyway. So
Yeah, but this is exactly what you would expect with UMA at this point. You're up 2 goals. You just want to see it out. You got about 18 minutes left. Bring on a little bit more defensive shell. We got another substitute that just came on.
all right, so
Number 35 just came on for UMA.
number 35. Player not on the roster we were given. So ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw in here for UMA.
Yeah, Holstrom coming on for their number 35. On our roster, he was listed as number 29.
So Trip Holstrom then. All right. So clear attempt there. Intercepted midfield by UMA, and they work their way in. A shot towards the goal here is going to go out of play.
And John, notice that you see Tony is now playing in a central forward position off of his original left wing position.
Yep, so UMA switching up a little bit here. And so far, the changes they've made this half have paid off for them. So Pachuca need a goal here to answer UMA. As it's starting to get late in Denmark, as they say, Larry.
Indeed, John. And as it stands right now, looking at the table, UMA 5 matches down, 5 wins, 15 points, top of the table, 30 goals so far. Like we were saying, Dalton with the record right now at 63, with 5 matches to go. I think that they might be able to give it a run.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, right now they're scoring a clip of 6 goals a game. You can't really ask for anything better than that.
And also know that whatever team lifts the regular season trophy at the end earns automatic promotion into the Premier Division for the fall season. The other 3 teams will go into the playoffs to earn a spot for second promotion.
And if UMA FC does indeed hoist that trophy, would definitely like to see how they do in the Premier Division.
Well, John, we've already seen, as we look at this foul here, we've already seen the fall 2022 leaders, Dalton United. They've already come into the Premier Division and they've made themselves known already. They're at the top spot in the Premier Division.
Yeah, they definitely prove that they belong for sure.
Yeah, right now.
And they did.
Oh, yeah, go.
And I was going to say they did dominate Division 1 like UMA is dominating right now. And, there was a little bit of question of, well, let's see what they do in Premier League and the Premier Division. And they are doing it in Premier Division as well. So
yeah,
Dalton definitely a team to look out for. So meanwhile, back to live action here.
That went out for a throw for Pachuca. I mean, you look at that Premier table, you've got Atlanta United Academy and North Georgia United in second place, both tied at 13 points. And Atlanta Rovers, who we felt like was going to be a preseason favorite, they're sitting in fourth place with 12 points. And the biggest surprise of them all is got to be LGSA, sitting in the relegation spot with only 2 points after 7 matches.
Yeah, that is definitely the biggest shock of the going on this season for Premier, Larry. LGSA, a team that's always in the mix, and they were the regular season champions last season, the fall season, and to see them in relegation spot, it's just it's just quite shocking. I know that they did have a good bit of turnover, but definitely not a spot we're used to seeing them in.
No, it's they're the only, their match earlier today is the only match that we have to report. Oh, there's a great opportunity.
A nice shot there on goal. Oh, sorry, Larry. Yeah,
no.
Stop. There's a header, a cross in and headed in by UMAFC.
What a great teamwork there by UMA to not give up on that goal. Let's take a look at it again, John. You see this shot taken in. Great save by the keeper. Moves over to the right side, put back into the box. A little too far to get to it. Defender doesn't stick with the man. He's able to head it into the back of the net.
Yeah, just split the defense there, and just able to split the defense there and knock it into the goal there on their third header goal of this afternoon. 4-1 now. UMAFC take a commanding lead here late as we're approaching the 79th minute now. Pachuca Georgia's really got their work cut out for them now.
I was just saying, the only match that we have to report in the UPSL Georgia region in the Premier Division, Atlanta City beat LGSA 1-0. That's an amazing result.
You got to feel that team is very demoralized at this point, Larry.
Yeah, they
just can't catch a break this season.
Yeah, they're just not. They're not the team that we know them to be.
So Pachuca now just haven't really been on this side of the field or this side of the pitch at all this half. They really got their work cut out for them now. They need 3 if they want to come away with any points or chance of coming away with any points here today. But right now, things are definitely going UMAFC's way.
UMA's keeper has been almost quiet this entire second half.
Yeah, he hasn't had to do much at all. And including today, UMA's only conceded 4 goals so far this season, which is incredible as well. I mean, talk about a formula for success. Score 6 goals, give up less than 1 goal a game. I think you're going to win a lot of matches that way, Larry.
Yeah, there's not much you need to do to improve on that. Whatever's working, keep doing it.
There's a long ball attempt in the box. Kicked forward there by Pachuca. There's a foul there. Quickly into play. Goes Pachuca down on the left side now. Number 11. But the ball's going to have to drop it back. UMA doing a great job at getting back on defense, Larry.
And Pachuca has not given up. They're still trying to fight to get into this match. You do see a couple players cramping.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they are able to work it into the right side, but weak shot attempt easily handled by Ethan Jew.
Yeah, because it's currently about 82 degrees here in LaGrange with the wind, barely out there, about 3-4 miles an hour.
And we know it's hotter on the field as well. Meanwhile, UMA find themselves in deep in the defensive third of Pachuca.
Tony
and it's going to be cleared away.
Tony tried to get cheeky there. Pachuca with 2 more substitutes getting ready to come on board. Changing out one of their forwards, number 26 coming off.
So Coach Montoya here trying to shake things up again here in the second half, but it might be too little too late here.
Yeah.
As he finds his team down by 3. As we are late, we're under 10 minutes left, approaching the 82nd minute here.
And one thing to know, John, is not only do we have, as we got another substitute for, it looks like, yeah, there goes the substitute for Pachuca. But one of the things to note is not only is it 82 degrees, but we had rain over the course of yesterday and last night. So it is extremely humid down here.
And if you know what the humidity is like in Georgia, then you know it can get brutal down there on the pitch, even when the temperatures in the 80s.
And we're not even into the August yet.
Yeah, but summer will be fast approaching, only a few days away.
And we're about 53% humidity, so it feels upper 80s, almost 90 degrees, and then you take into the fact that they're playing on turf. That turf is going to feel about another 15, 20 degrees warmer than that, so they're feeling close to 100-degree temperature down there.
Yeah, hence the hydration breaks that we take here. Player safety is always a concern. Rest UMA now working their way back in. Gets around his man, but leaves himself a little bit too far. And the defense is able to knock that out of play.
But
another set piece for UMA, Larry.
That's exactly what I was going to say, John. Another set piece. Oh, they take it quick.
Long ball out, kind of dribbles through, but into the hands of Hernandez with the easy save there. So UMA showing some pressure still, not letting up. But even if Pachuca can't come back and tie or win this match, which does not look like a possibility now, they still want to score because goal differential can always come into play in this division, in this league, Larry.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, it didn't go your way, but nothing to hang your head up, head low for. You're still sitting in third spot. That's still a playoff spot, but you lost to the Kings. You can't feel bad about that.
No, and you gave UMA their toughest match of the season so far.
Next week, Pachuca takes on FC Atlanta. They just need to jump right back into it, get back at it, find another win, and secure that playoff spot.
All right. UMA coughs up the ball a little bit. Oh, does a shot that just goes wide. Aiming for that top far post and just went wide. So it looks like we might be waiting another substitution.
Yes, we have another substitution for UMA.
So this would be number 5, I believe, here for UMA.
Looks like Tony is going to get a bow for today.
Yeah, kind of a light day for him.
So
Only one goal, but my goodness, what a goal it was.
yeah, Lucas Kim coming on in his place, and the other Kim coming on as well, Yuri Kim.
In the past the 86-minute mark here, and it looks like UMAFC will get their 5th win of the season with no other blemishes on the table.
I have to say, John, just
But
like what we watched with the fall, like Dalton, they're just UMA is just so professional, so businesslike. Very impressed with their abilities.
yeah, only 4 goals for them today. They're looks like it could be their lowest goal output of the season. But Pachuca, they gave them a game for most of the match here. And meanwhile, Pachuca coming down the left side, losing the
Oh,
ball.
and
Oh,
that's
there's a hard foul
hard
there.
foul there. He's going to receive a yellow card for that.
And that is definitely warranted there. 2nd yellow today on
Both
Pachuca.
Both of them being for Pachuca. You know, it's sad to say, John. You were just saying, you know, this is the hardest match UMA's faced, and they still scored 4 goals.
Yeah, sort of gives you an idea of the talent level that UMA has to bring to bear.
And you know, with this, how professional this group is, they're going to probably look at these 4 goals as disappointing. And they had opportunities to score more. They just, you know, a little bit too wide of a shot, a little too high. This could have easily been 6-7 goals scored.
Oh yeah, and not to mention that when they did get those 2 quick goals in the first half, and kind of looked like they fell into a little bit of a lull, almost a little bit of a complacency maybe. But hats off to Pachuca. They've played hard today. They've given them a game.
Well, that's one of the hardest things you got to do as a team. When you go up on your opponent early, you kind of give yourself you start to play down against your opponent's level. Uh-oh.
Here's a break here for UMA. There's a shot. Oh, Hernandez coming out of the goal there. Stops that one.
Great save by the
Comes out of
keeper.
the goal, cuts down. Yeah, great save coming out of the goal there to cut down the angle.
But that's one of the things that happens, you know, as a team. You go up early, then you start to let up and you start to play at your opponent's level. But what you run from is that starts to allow your opponent to work themselves into the match, which we saw where they scored a goal right before halftime.
Yeah. Right in stoppage time, get that lead in half there and really set up for a great second half. But UMA up to the task here, shutting out Pachuca in the second half here. And we're approaching the 90th minute now. We'll have a couple minutes of stoppage time for the hydration break, but looks like it's all over but the shouting now, Larry.
Yeah, at this point it's all but done. Just need the signatures at the end.
But I don't know, maybe kind of sense that UMAFC, maybe they want more here. They're kind of not happy with their 4-goal output. You know, at this point, most teams, you see them kind of do the old sportsman delay tactics here. But UMA, they've been on the attack here. Certainly trying. There's a battle for the ball there. Foul on UMA. Quickly booted ahead here by Pachuca. Pachuca would like to get one here.
There's a foul there.
Soften the blow a little bit.
For Pachuca, and they started. It looks like nope, they're going to start here. But you know, John, when we talk about matches that get themselves out of hand, you know, we have to go back several years back. We remember that Callawy versus Stone Mountain game where it was, I believe, 22-1.
Yeah, probably the most lopsided match that I've seen in my involvement with the UPSL Georgia. That was a drubbing for sure. That was a header attempt miss. Couldn't quite jump high enough there. So we're definitely in stoppage time now.
Yeah, the refs are looking at the watch, but they've never announced how many extra minutes. I would say maybe 2.
There's a shot from distance. And stopped and grabbed and falling to the ground is Ethan Jew. Didn't have to do much this half, but he did what he's supposed to. Didn't get his clean sheet today, but only conceding 1 goal. UMA still on the attack here, trying to work their way in. Defense is able to take it out of the box, but UMA still has control here.
So far, the most goals UMA's allowed is 2 goals in a match. So keeper's doing a good job back there as well. Not just the striker scoring all the goals.
And there's a chance here right outside the box. Oh, shot it right at Hernandez. And that's it. That is it, folks. That is your final. The whistle's blown. The match is over. We're at full time. UMA FC goes to 5-0 and 4-1 over Pachuca, Georgia, and they stay in first place. Larry, your final thoughts on this match, sir?
You would have to say, first off, exactly what you expected from UMA. A fantastic match. Did a great job. Got a little bit of a lull there in that mid of the first half where they got a little slow, but they put it back in that second half, and they just put it out, saw this match out, get a victory, move on to the next, bring on TCSA.
Yes, sir. And a good effort by Pachuca, Georgia today. For a good stretch of the match there, gave UMAFC all they could handle. But 4-1 is your final. UMAFC prevails today. And that will about do it for us here today. We thank you for watching ASMG's presentation, Week 5, UPSL Georgia Division 1, Spring 2023 Soccer. My name is John Reno. Alongside me today, Larry Weaver and our camera operator, Krishna Bomar. Once again, our final score, UMAFC 4, Pachuca, Georgia 1. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the pitch.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.